Go ahead.
A glance into the rear view told him she was trying to play dead. Maybe she was just too scared to move. Maybe, he thought, she's thinking that if she does as she's told, she might get turned loose with a little pat on the head and a friendly smile. That never happens. The driver sighed and said, "When I saw you slipping out the back of your house tonight, I knew you were just my kind of girl."
The walls at home had begun to close around her that night. It was almost time that she and a special guy named Chris had a little alone time. Chris was handsome and smart, and she knew, give or take a few minutes, when he'd be finished playing basketball with his friends. The stupid game never made any sense to her, but it made him happy, and she did enjoy watching the guys run around in their baggy shorts. Once in her room, she took the knitting from her bag and she worked on a few rows until the house was quiet. Her mother would be in the bedroom on the other side of the house. Her father would be lost in the grisly details of the serial murder thing that nobody was calling a serial murder thing. It was time to move. The knitting went back in her bag and the bag slung around her neck. She pulled on a pair of gloves so she wouldn't damage her hands on the way out. After months of practice, she had no trouble slipping the screen aside and slipping out.
When he saw her for the first time, he began to feel the old sickening sweet longing in the pit of his stomach. The old sweet song started playing in his mind. His eyes followed her down the street. There were no guarantees she would come home the same way she had left, but he was feeling good about his chances. He snapped on a pair of latex gloves and started spreading the heavy plastic sheet across the floor of his van. It was time to wait.
Okay. I moved around, kept it
Cool.
kind of lively. How do I start off?
Fancy.